How we doing, everybody? Kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. Oh, I turn that off. I'll explain why in a moment. How we doing, folks? Doing things a little bit differently today. Namely, I'm on YouTube right now. Isn't that crazy? What's going on, everybody? We have not streamed on YouTube for actual years at this point, mainly because we can't stream any kind of music at all, for the most part on YouTube. But if you find something obscure enough, I'm hoping that I can just fly under the radar with the censors, the powers that be, as it were. What's going on, everybody? So yeah, I don't know what the rules are with whether the chat's on screen or not, but I tried to get the YouTube chat in OBS, but I got it here in the YouTube studio. But yes, what's going on? Never seen you live here. It's nice. I've wanted to go live on YouTube for quite a while now. It sucks because we can't do music reactions on YouTube. We started doing that very early on, and that's when everything fell to shit. It was during the second Taylor Swift album that it just cut the stream down. It was just too much, so I said we're going on Twitch. But there's nothing stopping me from going on stream if it's a non-music thing, and that's what we're doing today. If you just watch me on YouTube, you probably know that I've been a little bit slower to make some videos. We're starting to get back into the rhythm of things. But Jerry B's, you didn't do any reactions this week. I know. This was one of those weird weeks where things come up, and I like now every Sunday sit down and do my calendar. And I saw what was coming up this week. It's all personal shit, and I was like, God, fuck it. When can I do something? And I couldn't, but I did have enough time to kind of get on here, say hello to all of you. We have had some pretty fun non-reaction kind of streams recently on Twitch. We'll probably go down a YouTube rabbit hole today. How's that sound, everybody? But yeah, no, lovely to see everybody here on the YouTube side. I figured we get some new faces, some old faces maybe, that were here way back in the day when I started doing it on YouTube. I found you right after that Taylor Swift stream. Yeah, because I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And that was even more true then. It was like a baby walking into MIT. Now, if some student had a thesis on poopy diapers, you're the luckiest baby at MIT. But I rolled into YouTube. I rolled into content creation with no such luck. I was the baby at MIT. There was me and Matt Damon. And you know, if you've seen Good Will Hunting, you know how that ends. But yeah, no, welcome in. Welcome one, welcome all. I've always just watched you on Patreon. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Watch me on Patreon, okay? Watch the videos on Patreon. Sometimes you can't make a stream and I haven't even raised prices yet. I mean, never. I will never raise prices. At least I don't plan on it, right? That's the official response I guess I can give. I do not plan to raise any of the prices on Patreon at the moment. This is kind of distracting because I have at the YouTube end. Let me try to see if I can get the chat up. If I can get this chat. Let me get that back. If I can get the YouTube chat on. Yeah, let me see. If I can get the YouTube chat in OBS, it's game over. It is game over. But if not, that's okay. Okay. So now we close that, and then we open it up. Yay, we got it. We got it. Hell yes. Hell yes. Everybody's one big family. Everybody's one big family now. We got the YouTube kids. We got the Twitch kids. I could start the Kick stream. I did like quietly stream on Kick a few times. In addition to Twitch. Just as kind of like I know they don't give a fuck about anything there. And I was like, well, do I want to do that? And I know that Kick's probably full of like a lot of idiots and shit. But there were a couple streams that I found where some people were throwing down some real wisdom. You know, that was pretty nice to hear, considering that I thought it was all just going to be human trash on there, but it wasn't. That being said, I've never once gotten a single chat from Kick. So ease what it is. Ease what it is. Hey, Funny Bone, take it easy. I'm going to be the one person who really wants you to react to the John Cena album. I would like to. That would be pretty fun to do. But see, here's the thing, YouTube. All of my YouTube friends that are here with us right now, thank you so much for coming along. If it's some music reactions, we got to go on Twitch. I know. But I thought that today, and any other time that we go live and we're not really doing music, there is no reason that it can't be dual streaming. So I'd like to set a precedent with this. You guys, the amount of people on YouTube are already kicking Twitch's ass. So Twitch, we need to kick it up a gear. Kick used to sponsor an F1 team. Yeah, I was never big into F1, but I've been getting lots of shorts of F1 stuff in like that movie Rush. What was it? By the way, I want to subscribe to your Patreon, but I'm broke. Hopefully next month. Hey, look, it's all what you guys are able to do to help me out. Even just being here right now is support. It's crazy that anybody wants to hear me talk. That's why I like to keep prices as low as I can. I know $1 here means $1 somewhere else. And also, I'm not like Martin Scorsese. I'm not Twinton Quarantino, right? I don't need you to pay $13.50 for admission. I would just like to see you support me in what I'm doing, and that's all I give a fuck about. What are we doing here today on YouTube, Jerry? Talking, hanging out, maybe some YouTube rabbit holes. We've been doing that a little bit. Hopefully to not diminishing returns. We can't do music. That's just out of the question, because YouTube will just kill my stream as it's done in the past. We could do whatever we want. That's the best thing. Gaming, I haven't been gaming a ton. We did play Subnautica for like 3 seconds. I was thinking about that today, knowing that if we go on, I might do some Subnautica, but I'm like, I already forget how to play that game. Jerry B's random question, but I don't remember. No, I've only react to Imaginal Disc. I was actually, again, great question. I was just thinking about that the other day. I'd like to get to like those other like cult classics or something that's a little bit lesser known. But this year it's been a little bit hard for me to stick to one schedule. If you're not a member of the Patreon, I do have another like hosting job somewhere else. So, I do videos for Raw America, that YouTube channel. So that's taken up some time, which is good because I'm making content more, but not necessarily for this channel. I didn't really expect how hard that would be to kind of juggle everything, and I had like another job on top of that. And so what I've been saying is I've been wearing too many hats. I got too many irons and too many fires. So I'm trying to reel that in a little bit, be a little bit more focused on things. But in the meantime, just to get me back into the flow of reacting to stuff again. And hey, since you're here, you all decided to join me, I'll tell you what the next couple reactions are going to be. Let me get my calendar up. What are my 3 favorite Lana songs? Well, I might make a video on my favorite Lana songs, but I can definitely tell you that off of the last record, A&W was an absolute hit for me. I adore that. That was such a good song. But what we're probably going to do, the next 2 reactions, if everything goes well, because things sometimes don't go well here, but since I got it as a plan, next Wednesday, the plan is, and it'll be set in stone once I announce it for free on YouTube and Patreon, on the 29th, Charlie XCX's new album. And then on Friday, one Ms. Ariana Grande will be releasing an album, and that'll be a debut here on the channel. So, like I said, just to kind of get us back into the swing of things, I'm going to use maybe the leverage, the momentum of these newer releases to get us in, maybe veering a little bit more towards pop. But I'm so familiar with everything that isn't pop. So, I was going to ask what the plans are for the next reactions. Yeah, and then, like, I know the Strokes are coming out with the new album. That would be phenomenal to do maybe the week after that. But I know I have to catch up on Bring Me the Horizon. Magdalena Bay is one. Some of the other just, like, maybe not weirder artists that we've reacted to. But, yeah. And then also, but, you know, it's... On one hand, like doing the reactions the way I was doing it at the clip I was doing it was kind of burning me out. But also there is this idea of suck it the fuck up, Jerry B's. And so Jerry B's is trying to suck it the fuck up. It's like I'm sitting on a patio on a beautiful Cinco de Mayo evening. And I'm 3 margaritas deep. I order that 4th one. I'm sucking it up. Right? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm attempting to do. Would you ever consider doing Arctic Monkeys reactions? So I've listened to so much of it already. I've never listened to the like Moon Jazz Casino album, if that makes any sense. Let me see here. Blair, what's going on? Still listen to all the, see, I just didn't do any of the Magdalena Bay last year. Wait, what is that? I'm getting something on Twitch here. 10 1-month gift subs to Patreon available? What? I'll have to ask you about that later. Jerry B's is tired. Jerry B's got burnt out, right? And I think creators have all different ways of getting burnt out. They all feel it differently. They all, deal with it differently. And I was in a good position because I'm making content and it's better than what I was doing before. Feels better to do, but then there's also the avenue of, but my brand. What the fuck? So trying to reel that back in. I just appreciate you guys for sticking around and then being here, for God's sakes. Holy hell. So I this year I haven't been going to many concerts and stuff. Actually, I just picked this up on Depop, Queens of the Stone Age. I'm seeing them and Fame Adulterer Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters. Do you guys care about like concert videos? Because I went to a festival and last year and I said I was going to make a video about it, and then I get to the festival and I am just so sick. And it was probably just allergies, but I was just so sick, and I was like, I can't do a voiceover. Like, I can't vlog with this. So I don't know. I've thought about doing something like that. Patreon subs for free? Yeah. Is that what that means, A-Lid? Famed adulterer David Grohl. Hey, look, hey. I don't know. Yes, and the Strokes are going to release. I can't do it tomorrow. Like I said, some things kind of crept up on me. I got some responsibilities elsewhere. But New Music Friday reactions might be a thing. That's kind of going to be the goal going forward. So I'd like to start that out with Ariana Grande's latest album. And I know that sucks, right? But Jerry B's. You've never listened to an Ariana Grande album before. You can't start with the newest one. Blah. Work with me. Work with me here. Concert vlogs are interesting, but they really would take you out of the moment, I feel like. I can see that. Concert vlogs are cool. I feel like it'd be one thing if I was like a concert vlogging channel where, you take some shit, you put it in the video, use that as B-roll, and then maybe give your thoughts on like the venue or the city if you're going to. Now, all that takes money that I don't have. But it's a goal, and we can strive for that. Yes, somebody gifted 10 subs to Patreon. Should I post the link to both chats? Go ahead if you can. Yeah, Aylid, I'd appreciate that. So, anybody wants to get a trial run on Patreon, Aylad's going to pop in and share you a link there. I don't have a soundboard anymore, so let's do an air horn for Aylid. Yep. There's your air horn. Follow it here as well, so I won't miss those Patreon subs. Hee hee. Just finished watching your Ocean Boulevard vid. Not sure if anybody asked you, but are you going to react to Lana's non-major label? I think I was thinking about doing that at the very end. So it would have been right after Ocean Boulevard, because some of the Lana Del Rey fans I have in my life were like, have you listened to the Lizzie Grant stuff? I'm like, no, I like that might be like a supplemental thing. Actually, that might be something that I put on Patreon and that stays there for a while before I put it up on YouTube. Because a lot of people have told me to do it. But now I don't know if I want to wait for Stove or not. That was going to be an August, September thing to worry about. And now I'm like, well, maybe we just wait for Stove to come out. The dulcet tones of one Ms. Lizzie Grant. Okay? But yeah, no. Trying to think. What else? I don't know. Let's wait for the 2 new albums. God, has me so like that announcement has me excited for a couple different reasons, but like the main thing was when I listen to like Lana Del Rey, Lana tends to make longer albums anyway, and with how much I hate editing those videos, and thank you all for watching them, and it probably comes through how much I hate editing those, with how terribly I edit them, but I'm always like, oh, this is going to take forever. But at the same time, like that Tortured Poets Department video, like that project where I had to go live 2 different days and like split it up and then just like sit down at my desk for hours trying to piece that all together. It's daunting. I hate it when it's happening, but then after it's all said and done, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad that people get to see this now. I think waiting for Stove to come out would be smart. Yeah, but I could be waiting for like 6 years. Like, in actuality, all that was announced is that we have the covers for the albums. And like a brief like period of when they might be released. Just watching a reaction to Ocean Boulevard while working this afternoon. Love your videos and streams every time. Hi from France. Well, hello. Actually, we've had you before. I think we've had you before. Pep. I'm gonna call you Pep. Speaking of French, I've been cycling a lot. Went on a ride today. It's just the heat wave broke. 73. It's 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 C right now, and I traded a Bianchi bicycle for a Peugeot, which is a French bike, and it's a good bike. I think it's from the late 70s, early 80s. Road bike. It's heavy. It's all steel. But I've been fucking with the French recently. Really been fucking with the French. Jerry Cycling Arc. Just as I finally got my driving temps. RVD, congrats on the driving temps. Yeah. So this might be uploaded to the Beesland channel. If anybody doesn't know, I haven't contributed anything to that channel in quite a long time, but I do have a second channel called Beesland, and that's pretty much everything that isn't music that I have planned to do. And so in September, I will be doing Cincinnati to Cleveland on a bike tour. I'll be riding my bike and camping for 5 to 6 days. And some people here had expressed that they wanted a video of that, and I'm not quite sure how I'd film it. I could just expense a GoPro and like try to write that off on my taxes, but I got to get a new phone soon, and so I think I'm just gonna use this thing as a camera after it's all said and done. I had an OtterBox on this thing, and it broke, and so I'm like, fuck it, I just got to get the camera. Or I just got to get a new phone. Hi from Brazil. You're worldwide, man. Well, and I am fortunate for that. I've looked at my analytics a lot here on YouTube, and I'm very glad to see a lot of different people from all these different places. I'm just a silly little boy from Cleveland, Ohio. Now, what's that song? I'm a skinny little boy from Cleveland, Ohio, here to drink your wine, something. See, I think we can get a song like that, or our intro song, which was Get Your Ass to Cleveland by local artist Pat Daly. Skinny little boy from Alex Bevan, Skinny. Wrote this for WMMS, the radio station in town. Oh, it's not a lyric video? Okay. I was hoping I could just go to the lyrics, but c'est la vie, right? As they say. Hi from Greece. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Every time I hear Greece, I think of that one lady on TikTok. Get ready with me to go to Greece. Because somebody memed it and said what French fries think. But hello. Whether you hail from Mykonos or Santorini or Athens, or the one part of Cyprus that you guys say you own, isn't that the case, right? It's like a thing. Is Turkey involved in that? I'm not Greece. Look. Aristotle, Socrates, they were all Greece. I'm not Greece. Blair, you're switching sides. See, Blair's usually on the Twitch side, but Blair's double dipping right now. Double dipping in the piggy pond. No shit. Okay. Ernest or Arenis. Let me ask you this question. For the first 27 years of my life, it was called Turkey. And now I'm supposed to pronounce it Turkey? Do you have a preference on how I should pronounce your home country? Because I've noticed that. Like, even like Good Mythical Morning, when they're doing like their dart video and like guessing where food's from around the world, they started saying Turkey. And I'm like, I think I can get away with just saying Turkey. So you let me know. Am I ignorant for this? Jerry is more famous than Kid Cudi or Drew Carey. That is not true. Drew Carey is still killing it on The Price is Right, and I will never be as famous as Kid Cudi. Okay, I'm good. I don't even use the newest version. See, what I wish that America, I guess it already has a couple different names, right? It's either America or the United States, or the United States of America. The United States of America, that's too much. United States, yeah, okay, that is what it is. But also, like, America. Okay, that's like one word. France, Turkey, Greece. Just one word. And it might mean something in the local tongue. What do you guys call America or the United States? Like you just like say United States in your tongue, just like the word for united and the word for state, or do you just say shithole? That's what I would like to know. We want to be extra, so we got to have the whole title. And I'm being a little too mean. Even in boring as fuck Ohio, there's some vistas you can find, some overlooks, and I'm like, God damn, this shit's beautiful. And see, I have the privilege of living right by a Great Lake, so I basically have a sea. Like, you know, if I wanted to walk north for a little while, I can swim to Canada for all I care. So, both. I think Estados Unidos. Oh shit! What was I? Oh yeah. Soy dos mesas. Soy dos mesas. My country is lazy, so we just followed Spain and calling you guys Estados Unidos. I mean, it works. Even I know how to say that. Maybe not well. We should all learn Esperanto. I found this out recently. It's a crazy thing. It's an auxiliary language. So it's meant as like an international language, and only like 2 million people speak it. And really, the only time you'll ever use it is if you go to like an Esperanto event. But it's very similar to English and Spanish, because like I've been playing around with the language app in my phone and like putting in words. I think like poop is escato, and I'm like, no, that means shit. Like I can look at the word escato. That's poop. They call him the poop escato. But we have a nickname that translates to "ruin it all, America." Wait. Can you Jay? Can you tell me what that phrase is? Because I have a friend from Brazil, and I'm pretty sure they speak like Portuguese was their tongue. Although I know there's a billion languages over there. United Devastation. Wait. United. Oh wait, it's Otto. Okay. Estragos. Unidos. You're gonna continue your 21 Pilots album review series. That's something I've thought about as well. Also, apologies if I'm not paying attention to the Twitch chat, but I also haven't been on YouTube here in like 2 years. So like I've already like kind of listened to that. What's the first album called with the two old with the grandpas on it? Now it's been fucking years, so maybe that would be worth getting back into. I mean, I tried and failed doing an album that I listened to 10,000 times, which was that Tool review video. Maybe I could do that with like, I always thought about doing like a like a Rumors review. So it's already an album that I've listened to before, but that we all might be able to like review. But the first try didn't go very well. So you should react to Mitski. That's another one where I've already heard a lot of it. Hey, what's up, Gork? Vessel. That's what I was thinking. Reconnaissance. Twitch and YouTube streams are of similar quality. That's neat. That's good news for me. Yeah, I was kind of worried that we might be stretching out my resources here, but I guess not. And is anybody watching me in vertical mode? Because that'd be... Is anybody watching me on their phone right now? I should have set that up a little bit different, because YouTube lets you do that on the studio end, but not when you're already live. What are your favorite Father John Misty albums? Did you dig the new one? I saw him a couple years ago, so I will be completely honest with you guys. This is kind of part of that video that I made about me being done with Spotify. Listening to new music has been quite a challenge, so I was going to make an update video on that. So not to give too much away, it has been a really big challenge for me because as bad as Spotify's algorithm was, it was still an algorithm to just spoon feed me shit. So I've had to kind of go out of my way to find things that I just, with not reacting as much this year, hopefully trying to change that. It has been a struggle. But no, he came out with that album in 2023 or 4. When Father John, answer your question is Fear Fun. Fear Fun to me, that's might be a top 10 album for me all time. Let me see. Give me the discography here. As Josh Tillman, nobody likes Josh Tillman. See, everybody's got a problem with Josh Tillman, but Father John Misty I like. Yeah, okay. I did not listen to fuck this guy, dude. I did like Chloe in the Next 20th Century. God's Favorite Customer was good. I would say Fear Fun, Pure Comedy, I Love You, Honey Bear, Chloe, God's Favorite Customer. And they're all good. They're all good. Just the whole time listening to God's Favorite Customer, I'm like, I know that you love Jesus and your wife more than anything, okay? And just like with it being called God's Favorite Customer, I was like, you've done this all before so subtly, and it worked so well. I just thought it was a little on the nose, just with that whole project. But I feel like if I can be as pretentious as Josh Tillman at some point in my life, then I'm ready. Let's see. Let's go back to Twitch. Hi, Twitch. How are you? It would be if we have a Discord channel so we can whisper things. Yeah. So I guess we can recap this a little bit. I'm not all with how Discord was kind of leading its company. So that's why we haven't done a Discord. Also, I'm just bad at group chats. They give, like, my anxiety manifests in weird ways, and group chats is, like, almost at the top. That and, like, party full invites. Because I'll get a party full link, and I get it. You're trying to organize your shit. You're trying to get RSVPs in. That's fine. But then it, like, logs me back out, and then I'm like, I don't remember my shit for this. And it's just another fucking account for me to log into. Anyway. But, like, there's also, like, nothing else. I was like, it'd be great if everybody had Signal. Because I use Signal more than any other messaging app. Actually, maybe since we have so many international folks, we could do a WhatsApp channel. That'd be terrible. It was a gimmicky version of pure comedy without the politics. Yeah, but there's like a really fine line that I think Father John Misty operates on, where it's. I think he's so far ahead of the bell curve when it comes to just being like a pretentious ass that I'm like, he does not care at all. And that's the part of it that I fuck with. But yeah, pure comedy was very much more of a we live in a society kind of a thing. We use the chat there, not very much. Not very much. And I'm still kind of bad at checking that all the time. So yeah, no, this is, once again, everybody, thank you so much. I knew this would have been a great idea to go, live on both platforms here. You know, just for the fuck of it, we're gonna go live on we're gonna go live on Kick. Wait, no shit. No, wait, no, stop. Oh, I fucked it up. Let's get Twitch back in there. Thank you very much. I've been a Kick streamer in the past, but I just quit. Like, I'd say the last probably 10 streams we've done, I haven't even bothered clicking the Kick thing. But in this other gig that I have, the more political newsy one that I have, I found myself on Rumble a little bit, just because, like, when you're gathering clips for a story or something like that, sometimes it's a Rumble link, and that's way fucking worse. Look, any site where Nick Fuentes is the guy up there going, stop. Okay? Like, Twitch looks at Asmongold and goes, yeah, rat alarm clock. No shame. Kind of funny. So, I'm going to start showing you guys gambling ads now. No, I would hang out, and this is just me. I would hang out with like cocaine, crack, heroin addicts before I found myself in like a friend group that just gambles all the time. Hey, look, if you got a gambling addiction, quit that shit. Because to me, like, I see substances, and because I've taken a handful of them, and then I see the addiction, I go, that's sad. Like, you have my sympathy. I can understand that, right? I could see how somebody would get into that. With gambling, it's like, hey, put half your paycheck towards this MLB player maybe getting 2 hits tonight. Fucking what? Oh my God. Oh, what'd they say, Blair? On the other hand, crack? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get another oat soda. And let's get in some YouTube rabbit hole shit. So in the meantime, what I need you to do, no, I'm not going to do that. Give me 1 second. YouTube, you probably haven't seen this. Here's our BRB screen. All right, sorry about that, everybody. Let me see here. Yeah, the lady was here, so ladies, getting ready. And actually, I was invited to this show, but I got to do some things tomorrow. Gonna go see the band Slightly Stoopid. And I love Slightly Stoopid. And I was like, fuck, I can't go to this thing. I mean, I could have, right? I could have. But I got to be up at like the ass crack of dawn tomorrow, and that doesn't work well for Jerry B's. Jerry B's in the morning do not go very well. And so if you're going to take me to a show where the music being played is reminiscent of Sublime, meaning that I'm going to get crossfaded and like stand and maybe dance a little bit, probably not the best idea that I go. All right, what did I miss? Beezer is a play on the name. hey, thank you for wrapping that up for us. Do I listen? No, we've never listened to Taylor here. No. Just kidding. Actually, somebody wants to interview me on their podcast about Taylor Swift. I got that email recently, and I might be saying, yes, I want to do that. It'd be an interview in August, and it would come out in early 2027. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. They said 45 minutes, and I'm like, they're going to ban shirt me. I mean, I can't quote Taylor Swift, title and verse, but also, like, Girl at Home, yassified version. And everybody knows that. Everybody, come on. OMG who? I'm not, well, just in case it doesn't work out, I'm not gonna say who it is. I had never heard of them before. If that's something, they have a decent presence online, bigger than I do. Yeah. So I mean, if it happens, I'll let them know. Such a random pick for me, for them to pick me. A lot of people were talking about that series when it came out. Yeah, so they want to interview me about Taylor Swift. So that'll be fun, I think. So I just have to message them and say yes. Hey, what's going on? It would be fun, I hope. No, the Girl at Home. No, it's the best. What are you talking about? All right, so I think what we got to start doing here is what we've been doing here and there here on the channel. Nothing too crazy, but we found ourselves going down a YouTube rabbit hole. And so we've found some pretty funny things. And maybe I don't want to say like give me your request, but maybe you go like, "Oh, wait, have you seen this or have you seen that?" Maybe we do something like that. I don't know. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Let's take that down. Wait, Bees, have you ever listened to the original formerly stolen version of Girl at Home? I actually have not. Because if you can remember, what we did for that series was like the Super Size Me, right? So if you ever saw the movie Super Size Me, he went, if they asked him for Super Size, he had to say yes. If there was a Taylor's version, I had to do that one instead of the original. Now, I know I probably could have made way more money doing it otherwise. But, all right, so let's start with Pepis and hot sauce and go from there. I think that should be the starting point for every YouTube deep dive. And then actually, let me switch this around a little bit. Let's make, you know what? Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's go F11. Okay. Things are happening. Things are moving along. Let's make that a little bit smaller. I was watching Jacksepticeye do YouTube. Oh yeah, see this should be big enough for everybody, right? And we get me over here. Go like that. We have the vidIQ thing on. Actually, can we shut that off? We can't. Okay, so when I mean YouTube deep dive, we found this video.
So this is for my new song called Nothing Changed, or I forgot. I'll have to figure it out later. But here's what I want to do. So the melody I want.
This is Rap Ideas Part 1.
Like. Yeah. Yeah.
See, he's kind of cooking with that. Now, we've seen this, but we have not seen this video that I'm about to play. Everybody, get your giggle suits on, because this is the best joke ever told. It was posted 11 days ago.
Guys.
It was posted 11 days ago. 23,000 views. It's not bad. Does a lot better than my videos. Tell you what.
Peter here. I'm just going to do a little comedy show for you guys, and you can tell me what you think of my comedy. Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
Ah! Because...
Oh, it worked. It actually worked. That better have been the punchline.
Ah! Because it was at a KFC. Okay, next one. Why did the feel free to laugh in the comments if you found it funny. If not, I'll take any criticism with no negativity. I will not respond negatively to any criticism, and I will take it in strides.
I won't.
Speaking of strides, what did the guy that was walking say to the car? I'm just gonna take it in strides. Feel free to rate that joke in the comment section. And hey, here's another one. What did the tooth fairy say to the poop fairy?
So before we get to the punchline of that joke, he does posit an interesting thought there. The tooth fairy. So you lose your first tooth, or you lose a tooth. You put it under the pillow. The tooth fairy allegedly B&Es into your house, pilfers the tooth in exchange for some denomination of cash, maybe multiple denominations of cash money. Poop fairy implies a similar transaction, but with stool. So we'll see where we get here.
What did the tooth fairy say to the poop fairy?
Does he have peanut butter on him?
Poop fairy! That doesn't exist!
Because the tooth fairy very famously does. Yeah, I am the straight white male. Maybe because you don't think. Well, so let's go. I'm commenting from the Beesland channel here. Really liked the chicken one. And then can I do a thumbs up? Thumbs up. There we go. All right. So do we do merging calls between two Chinese restaurants, or are goblins real? Which one do you guys want to see? Or Goblin's Reel is this one down here. Oh, wait, what? There it is. Merging calls.
Hello, Natasha Matthew.
Hey, you want to place an order for pickup?
Actually, that sounds really good. I finished my meal prep this week. I prepped some meals. I ate them all today. Maybe I treat myself to some Chinese later. Ooh. That sounds really good. I love Chinese food. Anyway.
Okay, what was I for
He
you?
literally said wait, when did I say that I'm bi?
What would you like for you?
Hello.
Hello, yes, Matthew?
Yes, so you just to order, that's it?
Okay, yeah, what would you like for you?
What you say, I can hear you.
Yeah, what would you like to order?
You order chicken chow mein and the orange chicken over rice, is it right?
So you want to order right now, right?
Yeah, I ordered already. You told me already, all right? Yeah, the first
I
one.
smell fake. Does anybody else smell fake here? At first, they had me convinced. I don't know so much anymore.
And you say you want the chicken chow mein, the second one, your brother want the orange chicken over rice, is it right?
It sounds very stereotypical.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you want to order right now? You want to pick up?
No, you want to order now? You order?
Order.
Although that is something interesting. In my because I watch like travel vlogs and stuff, and like people who like go to China, whether or not they're paid by the Chinese government, it's a different story. But like when it goes to like learning like a new language or like trying to like speak a conversational language in that country, like sometimes it is beneficial to like put on a stereotypical accent to get the inflections on. And I guess like it's a big thing with Americans where they're really scared to do the because like that could be very offensive over here, and it kind of is. But like when you're over there and like you're trying to speak it, like they kind of want you to ham it up a little bit because it sounds more natural to them, which it is really weird. But I'm not getting
Chicken chow mein, and then?
Then you said the orange chicken over rice, all right?
Orange chicken, we don't side order, still much a single order. We don't have an override.
Oh, you don't over rice it, so you want the...
Yeah. Although who knows? Who knows? Prank called 20 Domino restaurants at once 12 years ago. Holy shit. So what I do is I call multiple places at once, like 2 Domino's pizzas. I mute myself and see what they do. I don't know why this has to be 3 minutes long.
Thanks for calling Domino's Pizza. Jimmy speaking. How may I help you? Hello? So you got to turn down the music. Hello? I can't hear you, sir.
I'm not able to hear you properly.
How does this last that long?
Next time you're in the mood for Domino's Pizza, order
Okay, so these are just the
online
support
and look
calls.
for... Have your phone number, please?
My phone number?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Did you call us to place the order?
Well, I'm Domino's too.
Hello?
Yes, I got a call from somebody. I don't know where they call from. But,
All right, I fuck with the vision on that one. Poor execution. Let's see. Ordering food over the phone, kind of horrifying. So glad to have reached adulthood in the age of online orders. No, it's the best. Okay, I will tell you a real and true story of ordering pizza that happened last week. So, I love pizza. I fight the urge to have pizza every day, and there's a none too bad pizza place that isn't very far away from me, so I'll walk there. I know I'm very, very European of me to walk somewhere, but it's a nice little walk, right? And so I get the same thing every time. And I call them up. And I go, because they already have my number. I go, oh, is this for Jerry B's? And I go, yes, it is. They go, what would you have? And I'm never smart with them, but I get the same thing every time. I want a medium, sausage, and jalapeno. That's what I get. Jalapeno, right? Medium sausage, jalapeno. So I get the pizza. And I walk it home. And then I take 2 pieces out, put them on a plate, and come into here. Long time ago, I remember the lady telling me that Stanley the cat would reach into pizza boxes and eat the whole goddamn thing. So the lady has a slice. I have 2 slices. And actually, we were streamed. Actually, I think it was a Lana Del Rey reaction, actually. After the stream, or maybe it was right after the paid reaction stream. One of the two. I get some pizza, and I'm like, this tastes really funny. I look down. There's no cheese or no sauce on the fucking slice. I open up the box. It was in the dark. Fucking Stanley had eaten all of the cheese, all of the sauce, all of the jalapenos, and all of the sausage on my fucking pizza. And like, it was the best pizza they had ever made me before. It was so spicy. They put so many jalapenos on it. I didn't even ask for extra jalapenos. Like, they hooked me the fuck up. So it's the next day. I'm getting work done. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I really want, like, you buy a medium pizza, you have food for 2 days. So I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And I'm like, I'm not going to get any more pizza. I'm not going to get any more pizza. Because, like, Amorous, this is where I'm leveling with you here. Because I'm like, I'm going to call. It's going to be the same lady who's going to say, for Jerry B's, she's going to go, this motherfucker ate a whole pizza last night. And he's ordering another one. And I couldn't deal with the social embarrassment. Then a couple hours later, I was like, fuck, I really want pizza. So I called him up. And it wasn't the same lady, but she was there. Once I walk in, she was there. The guy was there. He ordered it. He doesn't even ask for my name. I think he just knows me by my voice at this point. I walk in, and she sees me, and I go, my cat ate my pizza last night. Right? Okay, so once I knew that he had the sausage and the jalapeno and the cheese and all the sauce, for the next 24 hours, I'm just looking for a puddle of diarrhea, right? I'm looking for my cat to have symptoms of cyclospora. And there weren't. He handled it. He's got an iron constitution when it comes to his digestive system. However, I check the litter box, and it's like the biggest... Because if you have cats, right, you know, they're knocking shit literally around everywhere, right? So, you know, one movement might not be represented where it was. There was like a little mound of pebbles. And I'm like, yeah, that was yours, wasn't it? That was yours, wasn't it? I didn't let the cats eat them. I should have known, because this happens every other time I've ever gotten pizza. I take the pieces that I want, and then I immediately put it in the fridge. But, like, I just thought if I just closed the pizza box, he'd be fine. But no, he ate the pizza. It's a conversation starter. Yeah, no, it did.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up with the photo?
Oh, that? Yeah, it's just like a conversation piece in case we had like people over.
Of the Twin Towers being attacked?
Yeah, that's 9/11. So basically in like 2001.
Yeah, I know what 9/11 is.
Oh, good. So you're caught up. So basically on 9/11.
Dude, my parents are from New York. What if they see this?
I think they'd have some pretty good insight.
I don't know, man. Don't you think it's a little bit fucked up?
Don't you think it's fucked up that the government would ignore multiple warnings of an aviation-related attack on our country?
No, it's just
This is good.
tasteless.
Or that just a year before the attacks,
I am glad to see that original skits are still getting views on
a
YouTube.
right-wing think tank consisting of some of Bush's administration conceptualized the idea of a new Pearl Harbor in order to justify increased military presence in the Middle East.
Come on, man. It's just that... Wait, is it actually true? No, what am I thinking, dude? There's 9/11 on the walls. I don't want 9/11 on the walls.
IT guy, hope somebody's naked. Oh, what's up? You guys still need your Wi-Fi fixed?
Yeah, it's been a pain in the ass lately, but
9/11.
yeah, we were just talking about it.
No, I like it. It brings the whole wall together. Looks really nice.
Appreciate it, man.
No, of course.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
That photo's the only thing that's brought a wall together since 9/11.
Sorry. What?
Well, dude, isn't it crazy that the primarily targeted section of the Pentagon was in charge of financial records, and the attack occurred only a day after a meeting was held about irresponsible record keeping? I mean, kind of belongs on the wall.
See, this guy gets it.
Oh yeah. Mr. President, they hit the second tower.
This fucking guy. Get the fuck out of here.
It's good seeing you guys. Good seeing you guys.
Do I think that O.J. Simpson did 9/11? No.
That, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Wait. You forgot to fix the Wi-Fi.
I never forget.
Oh my god.
Dude, he was ready with that one.
Was that scripted? Did you pay that guy?
No, it wasn't scripted.
In like 3 years' time, these guys are gonna direct like the 2029 version of Obsession. It starts here, and then you make Obsession.
Scripted?
Not me though.
Wait, no, it was?
Fuck you.
Oh, they're breaking
The
character.
Kennedy is...
No, this is funny. This is good. Oh my god. That's good. Wait, one more. Oh, the fart. My cat ate some hair extensions last week. That sucks. And then proceeded to starve himself for 5 days because it upset her stomach. I'm just like, well, maybe don't eat the 40-inch bust down then. Maybe it's just because my cat has no interest in human food. So if someone said that to me, I probably wouldn't. Oh my god. No, yeah, no. That one was good. First openly gay racehorse to compete Sunday, 17 years ago. Wait, is this an Onion thing? This is the Onion. Never mind. That's not funny. 2 Discord incels arguing for 10 hours straight. No, that's really tempting, but it's like a 7-minute video. I don't know. Okay, so we'll bring back, are goblins real or 2 Discord incels arguing for 10 hours straight? But it's a 7-minute video. It's not for 10 hours. I think we do goblins real. I think we give him a shot.
Hello, John Briggs again. Poet, prophet, etc.
Whoa. Poet and prophet. All I have is streamer and idiot.
I'd like to talk a little bit about Halloween, because my granddaughter this year is expressing a fear of ghosts and goblins. So I'd like to read a poem first and then talk about the problem of goblins.
The problem of goblins. I'm glad somebody's finally talking about it.
He who buries but does not plant will reap skeletons instead of corn, haints instead of wheat. Ghosts will dine with him at table. Fiends will tuck him in at night. And when he dies, the worm he fed in life will feed on him forever.
Where are my children? You don't want to know.
So, on the question of ghosts and goblins, the stock answer adults give to children's fear of ghosts and goblins is that Of course, ghosts and goblins don't exist. They aren't real. Even though there isn't an adult out there who can prove they don't.
That is true.
The problem is, too, that a child's imagination has its roots in the fat world, where everything is possible. To deny the reality of things from the fat world is to choke off the child's connection to it. In a sense, it fractures the child's sense of self by making the child choose one view of the world over the other. This is what the skinny world does. It makes you choose either or, when the truth is really neither nor, but both. So the question, are goblins real? A child's imagination is as real as matter or science, the things of the skinny world, and it's sacred. Anyone who crushes it to assert an adult view of the world crushes God's temple and is in danger of God's judgment. So to answer your question, goblins are real enough to send your soul to hell unless you become like a child and deal with them as an innocent. If you don't know how to do this, learn how, or keep quiet. Don't be someone who buries but does not plant.
What the fuck? I kind of get what he's saying, although this poster behind him that says "no thinking" kind of has me a little skeptical. So what he's saying is you shouldn't tell your kid that goblins don't exist because you can't prove it, and it submits them into one specific worldview. And I guess he has this idea of the skinny world. So in the skin, you can look at that as just kind of NPCing your way through life. That's what I'm gathering from it. He may have way more to say on it. And so it's really neither nor instead of either or. I wasn't ready for this either. Keep your whimsy is a way of putting it. He basically explained religion in a different context of mythological creatures. It's not, I just feel like, top comment, I just feel like goblins are real right now. If goblins aren't real, then how come every picture of a goblin is very similar? Ever think about that? If more people looked it up, they'd know that goblins are real. How did YouTube actually know I wanted to see this right now? With a reply from the channel. YouTube is sneaky that way. I'm glad you watched my video. Elmo survives particle accelerator? I feel like that's too much for me. Okay, no. This is good. Friendly neighborhood Jesus freak. The 411 on 24.
Jesus freak here. So, yeah. I don't have much voice right now.
Oh.
It shouldn't be that way.
Oh, but it is.
I had a bit of a 24-hour bug.
All right, this is this isn't paced the best. Okay, because I've seen this before. Has anybody ever seen the Minecon cringe compilation? It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube, but I know some people handle cringe differently, but I just need to know if you've seen it or not. The either or, neither or, both was really bars. I agree. Has anybody seen the Minecon? Oh, it's good. It's really, really good. It's okay. We're doing it.
Next question on this left side.
I was
Dedicated
wondering,
wham.
What's the recommended amount of dedicated wham I should have to a server?
Oh, dude, this is peak cringe.
Dedicated wham to a server.
Okay, Nick. Everyone spam cap in the chat! Cap! There's always one, isn't there?
You have a question?
Dedicated
This is more
wham.
of a
proposition than a question. Now, today is my birthday. I'm not gonna ask you to sing me happy birthday, but everyone spam cap in the chat, and let's get a nice loud Kappa. No, you guys. So, let's try again.
They weren't even excited for us.
Kappa.
I love the judgmental mom right here, and then blue hair, a blue leader, right here, just waving him off into existence.
This is cringy. This is cringy. I'm sorry. Cringe compilation. Hi.
Compilation.
I have no.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
I want to design games and stuff. And
Jerry, your recommended algorithm is an eldritch abomination in my eyes. I haven't seen that Wham one, but most of it wasn't. Oh no, dude, the dedicated Wham is like a classic video.
a friend of mine said if I give him £750, he'll put this game, he'll make it happen for me, but it's got to be cash. Would you support me and sort of follow me on your YouTubes?
Yeah. Well, best of luck.
Yeah. Because those, so I feel especially bad here because those are the Rooster Teeth
Well,
guys.
that's good for you, man.
But would you follow me with it though, with your YouTubes?
Yeah, of course, man. Well, any of the tubes.
Have you got have I got your word on that?
Yes. Sure.
And will you be my friend?
I like to think we're already friends. Yeah, I got news for you. We're already friends. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
That's how you deal with that. That's a pro gamer move right there.
That guy's about to get fleeced.
But the finest prize.
Oh, when Rooster Teeth was actually good.
Is that Minecon can buy?
There we go. There we go. Oh! Oh, get out of here! First try! Oh!
How to craft. Take me back. You're learning how to craft. You're learning how to count blocks. In fact, my son's favourite number is 64.
So, super fast question, and this is the last one. The pressure.
How many kids have you entertained?
Chicken.
The Smash Bros. Cringe is somehow worse than this. Well, there's the I would really prefer if you'd be quiet. The SGDQ 2014 video. That's like another classic.
Oh, chicken. Turn around.
We needed it earlier when we were looking for eggs.
Wow,
We
they
could
are
have done
some
with it.
tight trousers, I have to say.
Could you imagine if they? I don't know. I don't think they do Minecon anymore. They might. Who knows? Hello, hi BTNI. Like it started here, and it ended with the Minecraft movie.
Hey. Hi. Hello. Wait, this is going to look weird, but you can't hear. Hello. Hello.
What's that next to it?
What is that actually?
I would just like to ask, how many of you have autism, and if so, has it helped you in your modding career?
Yeah, that's a
Now, don't
fairly
everyone
personal
speak
thing
up
to
at
ask.
once.
It's like this kid doesn't give a shit. Oh my god, the panel appropriately. Hey, that's kind of personal. The kid like, don't everybody answer at once.
Yeah, that's a
Now, don't
fairly
everyone
personal
speak
thing
up
to
at
ask.
once.
Do you know about WikiFeet? I have the feeling you would have a pretty high score. I don't know what that means in terms of if you get scored on how much you contribute or on the quality of your feet. I will say, multiple people have commented to me that I have pretty nice feet for a guy, and that's saying something. That stays in here, okay? That stays in here.
I think we're going to refuse that question, I think.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I'm afraid we're going to have to pass on that one. Sorry.
Is there any chance of a
collaboration mod pack between Technic and FTB, and how would you feel about that?
Would you like to join my dad's Minecraft server, MineForgeCraft? I've got business cards here if you would like to join.
Join his Minecraft what?
Minecraft, MineForgeCraft.com.
MineForgeCraft.
He's had it up for like, a few years, I think now, and he's got really good staff. And I was wondering if you would like to maybe join it.
I'm having a hard time hearing what to say, but if it's a clan, I'd love to be invited.
The Minecraft server, my dad does Minecraft server. Yeah,
maybe we can take the card and check it out later.
That is Notch himself. If nobody knows, I believe that is Notch, the guy who made Minecraft.
I can take the card and look at it.
I'm going to hell. Oh, dude, no, don't even worry about it.
Okay. Did you talk about what's your favorite mod?
Yes, we
did. What, Notch? Isn't that how you pronounce Notch? Notch?
Yes, that.
I've only ever heard it as Notch. Noach? Don't tell me it's Noach. Oh, I meant something else. What? Server? What did I say? How she said server? Well, she had some speech thing. They got a speech impediment, or like that's just their speech thing going on there. I have a friend from high school who actually more than a couple that kind of have that inflection, I suppose. So we're all going to hell, I see. Wait, hold on. Let's go back a little bit.
Did you talk about what's your favorite mod?
Yeah, that's just how kids kind of speak. So what's your favorite mod?
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
yeah, they asked that.
How about
You want me to come back to you?
one? No.
That's fine.
How
I'll get back.
about why can't you play like for example like a 1.2 point mod for the latest version?
I'll defer to a developer on that one.
I don't think I get that one.
Could you clarify?
Where did the name Skyvakitorus and Aya's Cupquake come from? Because I know Jordan and...
Hi, my name is Justin, and I would like to ask, at what point do you think that while you're developing the game, you'll reach a limit where you've reached a limit with the engine that will warrant the use to actually make a sequel?
I'm sorry, can you speak really close to the mic, please?
Yeah.
We'll pause it here and let that video decant a little bit. Yeah, no, I was digitizing some old home videos, and I used to speak like that. So many kids speak like that. My mouth is really dirty. I was eating candy, and how much dedicated wham do you need for your server? Soivo. Actually, it was even worse for me. I've said this on the channel a few times. I used to talk like that, and I had a lisp, and I used to stutter. I still just did it. Still stutter a lot. Used to be way worse. I used to how much dedicated wham do you need for server? Dude, oh my god. I was actually, as far as my lisp is concerned, it was a huge hurdle for me to say the word dinosaur without lisping. Dinosaur, right? Dinosaur. Once I stopped, like once I got around dinosaur, everything kind of became unlocked for me, and I quit lisping. The one word I was thinking about the other day that I cannot say properly at all is 6th. So it's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Did I do it right? I was just sitting here last night trying to say it. 6th. Because there's this bike shop, and it's called 6th City. And it is a torture of a store for me to say. Because Cleveland used to be known as the 6th City. I did it. That sounded good. Okay, see, practice. It's all about habits. This is what they told me in speech therapy, folks. It's all about habits. You want to reinstill good speech habits. So I just had to say it but it was like, I did it. The last speech class I ever had was in 4th grade, right? I did it in 3rd grade and 4th grade. I was a quick learner. I was just saying it over and over and over and over again because I couldn't fucking say it. I cannot say 6th. 6th. It's a tough one. Your frontal lobe developed after dinosaur? No, dude, I've been smoking pot since I was 14. That shit stays underdeveloped. Are you kidding me? I still don't even know which way north is, and there's a fucking lake on the top of my city. I still have my tongue cut off as a kid, so there are now so many words I can't say. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I had a really bad tongue injury when I was a kid. What's up, Melissa? I accidentally swallowed my tongue, and it was really scary. I didn't have my tongue swallowed for that long, but it strained it in such a way that I was in so much pain. I couldn't go to school for 2-3 days. And I had some parents that were like, you're fucking going to school. Unless you have a fever of 101, you're going to school. I just pronounce it however it comes out and people just get it. Yeah. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. All right. So this might be something. Actually, we're going to cue this up too, because any non-American needs to see how American politics is actually done. This is the Handforth Parish Council meeting, but only its best parts. So there's a couple things that this could mean. I see Handforth, and I think English. But parish in Louisiana in the United States means county. They just call their counties parishes. It's a Catholic thing. Okay, so Aelid says not this meeting. So this tells me that this is English. So let's tuck into this, as they say. All right, what's all this then?
When do we plan to start?
I think we could start any moment, Chairman. I think it's perhaps helpful just to go through the same things as we went through before, which is just to encourage people to switch off their microphones.
Can we be assured that we won't be thrown out of the meeting like we were last time?
As long as we have reasonable behaviour from everyone, no one would be excluded from the meeting.
I was thrown out of the meeting. So was Councillor Burtell. So was Councillor Brewerton. We haven't started the meeting yet. Do you want to speak anyway?
Yes, I'd like to ask a point of order.
We're not in a meeting, so points of order are not.
When's it started yet?
Was this over COVID?
Oh, hiya.
Yeah.
I'm just in a meeting at the moment. Can I give you a call back when it finishes?
Okay.
All right, bye.
So, Chairman, albeit late, shall we get this meeting started?
So, can't see Jackie Weaver.
Who's this woman? There.
Right, we'll start the meeting, and I want to repeat what I said at the beginning of the last meeting, that this meeting has not been called according to the law. The law has been broken.
It has been properly
Will you please let the chairman
Mrs. Weaver, please.
speak?
To disrupt this meeting,
weird.
I will have to remove you from it.
You can't.
It's only the chairman who can remove people from a meeting. You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority at all.
She's just kicked him out. No, just a minute. No, she's kicked him out. Don't. She's kicked him out. Don't.
This is a meeting called by two councillors.
Illegally?
They now elect a chairman.
No, they can't because the vice chair's here. I take charge. Read the standing orders. Read them and understand them.
Jesus Christ.
Dear me.
Appalling behaviour. Now, out of those people...
Where's the chairman? Where's the chairman gone?
Like to elect a chairman for this meeting.
You don't have to elect a chairman. There's a chairman already installed. The chairman of the council.
Councillor Burkle, we've been through this.
What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. The chairman of the council is the chairman of the council.
Yeah, I'm going to subpoena everybody.
Could I ask you to be respectful to Jackie Weaver, please?
Here comes the subpoena.
Oh my God.
Chairman?
Just you go and help her. She's kicked Barry out, so I'm leaving. No, Barry. No, Barry has gone. I'll stay. We're trying to have a Teams meeting, you fool. We're trying to have a Teams meeting, you fool. We can't if you've got that. Oh, we just don't.
Jackie for MP.
Jackie Weaver, I find that the person on Alec Bruton's Zoom is being very disrespectful to everybody.
Oh, coming from you, from Birkenhead, that sounds good.
My first point
John Smith
is to apologise to Jackie for welcome to Handforth.
Expert. Okay. No, that one was good. I enjoyed that. But none of that, as good as that one moment was, this man has many volumes, and I've never seen these entire compilations here on YouTube, but I have seen the most famous hits that kind of come up. This is a compilation of Councilman Eric Hayes, or Eric Mays rather, hailing from Flint, Michigan. Whether or not you follow U.S. news at all, but it's still pretty bad there. But I'd say a little over 10 years ago at this point, they found out that like all of Flint, Michigan's pipes were like fucked up with lead. Just to say that like Flint was great when like Ford and GM were making cars in Detroit. Then once all the factories left, Flint became arguably one of the worst cities of its size, probably the worst city of its size in the United States. It is a tough area. And Councilman Eric Mays, in my opinion, still has the American dream in his heart. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you want something done, if you believe in a certain thing, and you want things to get passed for your constituents, your fellow citizens, you use your First Amendment right, and by golly, you say what's on your mind, right? Life's too short to sugarcoat things. Ladies and gentlemen, sit down, relax, have a cup of tea. This is Eric Mays.
Experts and don't know the basic rules. This is crazy. And we spend so much time on basic rules. Just basic.
Are you okay? Are you telling
Are
me?
you okay, Miss Worthen? Are you okay?
I see that, but
Miss Worthen, are you okay? Why are you asking me am I okay if you okay?
I mean, you're just sitting in your chair.
And you be eating food like we at McDonald's. You be eating food like we at the smorgasbord. Don't complain, ain't nothing you do about it. That's every week, every day. You can't stop them from complaining. Shit, that's every
Mr. President,
Mr. President.
Quick pause here. In Jersey, an 18-year-old became a politician. Trump congratulated him by saying he left school to focus on his campaign. He was expelled out for being sexist, saying feminism is an attack on men, did the Nazi salute, and wants to lower the minimum wage. That guy sounds awesome. Girlie thought her microaggression was going to come by uncontested. To her credit, if you listen to this guy, he doesn't speak like a normal councilman would, which I'm for anybody going up there. Anybody can run for fucking office. Like the fact that they have like Buckethead, like I don't know, like Creatures of Nightmares running against like Theresa May and shit like that. I remember those videos. That's fantastic. That is democracy in my eyes. But quick little aside here from me. When I was writing for my university's paper, I was also a photographer. I was an assignment photographer. And this one time, it was me and one of my best friends. So he was working for the paper, and he goes, hey, we got assigned on the same thing. You get to come with me to this council meeting. And I go, bet. I had never been to a Kent City Council meeting before. And I forget his name. But it to my memory, it was the one POC on the council. And he was like talking some real shit about how it was zoning for something. So we were there to cover the zoning for marijuana dispensaries. And I was just getting pictures of the councilmen yelling at each other. That's basically why I went. But he was saying something like this has been brought up so many times. We voted on it before. In my opinion, for this to be brought up again is just asinine. And the clerk was like, Councilman, please refrain from using foul language. And he was like, what? He goes, what did I say? She goes, please refrain from using foul language. And he like whispers under his breath. He goes, what the hell? She goes, Councilman, please refrain from using foul language. And he goes, what did I say? The other councilmen are just like, oh my God. And he went, asinine? Loud as fuck. And she went, Councilman, please refrain from using foul language. And he just goes, since when? Okay, all right. I'm sorry. That was one of my favorite, like, because I was like, I just thought it'd be cool to like, because like after me and my friend were done, you know, covering this fucking meeting, we were going to go smoke pot together, you know? So I was like, okay, cool. You know, we can get some food. We're already downtown. Let's just, you know. And then I asked about, because he was covering safety. So he was actually just like, he was the crime reporter basically, but they call it safety. He was and he had been to a lot of those meetings for stories. And I'm like, is it usually like that? He goes, no. Because usually he doesn't say anything. Oh, and I like it that way. I would rather do with a city council duly elected by their constituents governing me than a bullshit HOA. To think that anybody would agree to live in a homeowners association is purely bananas to me. They get to tell me when I get to cut my lawn, when I have to cut, fuck that. And in a lot of these places that have like homeowners associations or places where like you gotta have a little bit of money, right? So imagine spending $380,000 for the next 30 to 50 years on a home that you need some dickhead who lives across the street to tell you what you can and cannot do in, around, or outside your home. Bananas shit. City councils anywhere. I mean, look, the democracy is kind of stupid. The way I would never recover if I was her. Okay, so anyway, he just said shit, so that brought me back to a really good memory. Asinine?
Shit, that's every
Mr. President. Mr. President.
Councilwoman.
Now he's cursing, and he said, "Yeah," and we
sorry.
can record the record.
Councilwoman.
Yeah, and so I want
Damn.
you to be removed.
No,
You
I've
can
never
say
listened to
damn.
that, ZK.
I
No,
say
we do
whatever
that
I
after.
said, Miss Galloway. I ain't studying you.
Let's bring this thing
You
to
need
order.
to go on with yourself. You is an artist of author confusion. You like the devil.
Mr. Mays is violating the Disorderly Persons Act
I
and
mean,
needs
she
to
like
be
the devil.
removed.
I ain't studying her BS bull. You want me to say it? I'll say it again.
Now,
So we ain't acting
Are you guys
professional. Who
acting
was cussing?
professional? Are
Who
you
was
acting
cussing?
professional?
Who was cussing? Y'all all of a sudden professional now?
Yeah, are you acting
Who was
professional?
cussing? Let's get this meeting back in order. We'll take a 5-minute recess without objection. Well, then y'all better focus, because who cut? I want order.
Look at her.
Y'all want to talk business or some other shit? I'm just getting tired of it. Is this a joke? Who was cussing? I just cussed. But who was you getting up talking about cussing? What's going on down there?
Because I said this is bullshit.
It is.
I got arrested for
And so now y'all having cross conversations, and it just ain't been respectful. Did y'all plan this before y'all got here, the 5 of y'all? Had y'all had conversation previously?
KP, you don't know about the legendary Councilman Eric Mays?
Would you swear to it or no? Because this is ridiculous. You might would, because you honest and fair. But you want to criticize me.
I'm not criticizing
Ebenezer.
you.
Man, I ain't studying that. I'm going to continue to call you Ebenezer, because you act like you holier than thou. And you're talking about me. I'm Shiloh. This is way out of hand. Miss Galloway, you're with it. Now, this is where we at. Damn, damn, damn. It's a bunch of bull. Yeah, it is. And I want the whole city to know it. And I'm going to point fingers. Monica Galloway arguing, fussing. And she the main one. He's doing points of orders. He's doing points of information. Mr. President, I want to hear from you.
Point of order.
Point of order.
Yeah.
Mr.
What is your point of
Grigson
order?
spoke twice.
He has not.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did a point of
answered,
information.
he answered a
Well,
question,
that's fair.
Mr. Mays.
Don't get hostile. I can do that. Why not just do that? We not yours.
You guys, Mr. Mays.
Well, I'm going to make fun of you. You talk about me like a dog. I'm going to dog you. I'm a politician. You ain't fooling me and these people neither. Everybody talking to me about you. That's on to say you indulged her on these 5-minute rules and the first and second. Now, you indulged Miss Fields. It's on tape. Now she want to nitpick at me. You indulged her, and it kept going. Then I called the point of order. You don't remember? What he waving his hand at me like it ain't a damn thing, like I ain't shit?
Come on. Either I can have Officer Metcalf escort you from the meeting, or you can leave on your own.
I'll take the escort because I'm going to sue. You can't remove me out
We will
my
take a
elected seat for
5-minute
trying to
recess.
talk about a motion. This is outrageous.
Madam Chair.
This is outrageous.
Sorry, I was listening. Have they played the best part where he's talking about being on his phone? Have they done that yet? Because that's the best one. I needed a 10-minute recess there, sorry. No, okay, good.
This is outrageous.
Mr. Metcalf.
Oh, they laugh. Y'all think it's funny that you can remove elected folks out their seat for talking about Democrats, Republicans, old administrations, and new and blight? This is getting ridiculous in front of the city of Flint. Across the nation, repeatedly, Gestapo-style tactics.
Having an executive session for only number 1.
So, Madam
if
Chair.
I can have someone make a motion that we go
Madam
and
Chair.
support and roll call.
Point of order. You got discussion on the motion, Madam Chair. Y'all can try to railroad if you want, but when a motion is made and properly said, Madam Chair, you can't change the rules. I don't care if I repeat it again. When it's a motion made and properly second, you got discussion on the motion. Don't argue with me.
Continue with the
Point of order. What is the point? It's been a motion made and properly second. Don't railroad this procedure. Now I'm asking for the floor.
Roll call, please.
Point of order. Point of order.
Ms. Poplar?
Point of order.
Yes.
I appeal the ruling of the chair to call for the vote
See,
without.
parts like this are so much more intense because like the room isn't as big, and his voice isn't even. God, that room isn't big enough for his voice. The big one.
Hey, what is y'all doing? Point of order. An appeal is on the floor. We out of order.
Ms. Galloway?
Did anybody support the appeal? He supported the appeal. This is getting ridiculous. You can't railroad this proceeding.
Yes, Davina.
I'm sorry, can I just point out something? As soon as Angela said the case number, you guys went into discussion. There wasn't a motion on the floor, but you discussed it for the last 7 or 8 minutes. You've been in discussion without a motion on the floor.
That's correct.
I was gonna point that out. So you've already discussed it. There was no motion on the floor.
Point of order. A motion has been properly made and supported. Then she tried to bypass the discussion on the motion. I appeal the ruling of the chair to proceed, and Mr. Winfrey supported the appeal. Now let's discuss what you did wrong. Trying to railroad this council. You ready for that? You know how to do that, Ms. Van Buren? To discuss an appeal of the ruling of the chair? You embarrassing us. Y'all having meetings on top of the meetings, y'all getting y'all strategy together. This is simple. Just off the railroad elected officials. You know where we at, Ms. Van Buren? Tell us why you want to go without discussion. You want to do it or you want to?
I ask for a vote on the appeal.
No, we're going to discuss the appeal first. That's the order. The charter gives us authority to put people under oath when we have them before any committee. Point of order, Mr. Davis, you out of order. And I'm going to ask you to warn him, Ms. Galloway, because sitting here talking next to me, I sat and listened to the mess he was talking about, didn't say a word. Okay, well, I'm asking
Davis, I am giving you a warning. Mr. Davis,
Can you have
Mr. Davis, that's your only warning.
Mr. Davis, I'll ask for a 5-minute recess till we get his butt out of here. But I ain't got no, I asked for a 5-minute recess.
Mr. Davis, you're going to be removed.
He ain't finna run this council, been here a year or two, and think he finna run the city.
Those boys don't scare me. I can get all this shit.
Mr. Davis, you are out of order. I am officially ruling you out of order. I have given you a warning. Thank you, Councilman Mays. Mr. Davis, you are out of order.
Morning, we're gonna ask him to leave.
He has the floor, and you are being disrespectful.
He can't talk to me anytime.
I'm gonna talk to you anyway. You're out of order. I ain't studying you. You're not finna
Go ahead,
run
Mr.
this
Mays.
council.
Mr.
Point of order. Point of order.
Mr. Mays, you have the floor. Mr.
Don't
Davis.
disrespect me. You talking about disrespecting them. Don't disrespect me when I get the floor. I'm a councilman. Who is you? Who is you?
Please continue.
Now, if he do it again, I want a 5-minute recess. This guy, I'm gonna put your name in my mouth. If you threatening me, I ain't playing. This is serious.
We're taking a 5-minute recess.
Let's take a 5-minute
Thank
recess
you. We're on
and see if
recess.
we can get him out of here.
From an entertainment standpoint, these meetings are a gold mine, but on the other hand, it's no wonder no shit ever gets done.
We vote to override this. I hope
He has
you do.
2 minutes, Ms. Fields. Thank you. Continue, Mr. Mays.
Ms. Fields be wanting to talk so the news can hear her. You see how she talked and then she left, didn't hear what the discussion was. She when the news get here, she get anxious. I've been on the news plenty of times. Well, that's what she talked about me and didn't know what she was talking
What's your
about.
point, Mr. Mays, please? What's your point of information, Ms. Fields?
Isn't it true that our rules say when you have the floor, it's not a dialogue conversation. You can speak, but you can't speak and ask questions and have a dialogue. Isn't that part of the rules?
That is part of the rule, but you didn't do a point of order during it. Mr. Mays, please.
And look, and I don't know what she's talking about, a dialogue.
When you was
If I know what yeah, you can talk to your colleagues. Ain't no rule nowhere that say I can't talk to my colleagues. Find it and show it to me. I can say through you to Miss Winfrey Carter. I can say through you to Miss Eva Worthing. The rules say we should be nice and not nasty, Miss Fields. No attacks. And so what I'm saying to you is when you say my name, when I get the mic, I'm going to say your name. When you go low, I go lower. But my point is this. Now here we got some folks nitpicking about over $630 million in pipe replacement. And Eva, you can move closer with that phone, Miss Worthing, and Facebook and text me. Because that's what we did when you were asleep, snoring. Just crazy. So you want to text and face and do?
Unfortunately, Councilman Eric Mays has since passed.
That's what we did with you, and it was captured on film. You was knocked out in the middle of a business meeting. Usually you gone. So you can come closer and get me, because I came closer when I got you knocked out. So this is what we're dealing with. Yeah, she was snoring, Miss Fields.
Point
It's
of
a
order.
fact.
What's your point?
Mr. Winfrey, this is as far from professional behavior as it gets.
Wow. Board council person. Order, let the man speak.
We have multiple conversations going on. Mr. Mays, you're not chairing the meeting. Please
Well, then
be
you
quiet.
do it. Keep them off
Mr. Davis, you have the floor.
What I'm saying is,
And
Ms.
please
Wilcox
stay relevant to the topic. You're appealing
Point of order. Point of order. Let this man talk.
When we doing this?
No, he's appealing.
No,
you have to talk
we
about
are talking
appealing.
about why you're appealing.
Right.
He's doing it. Point of order. Let that man. Y'all ain't the judge of this.
Please
I'm done.
stop.
Can't even let a
How
person
can I
talk.
politely get you to take your turn
By
to quit
keeping
talking?
your mouth shut when other people
Mr.
talk.
Mays, you are out of order.
No, we in
Please
appeal
Mr.
on
Mays.
our order. And he in order for having the flow. Y'all shouldn't be interrupted.
I'm not going to put up with this unruly, unprofessional behavior.
You can leave, and we can carry on. That's what you should do. You can't appeal any decision. This say you can.
Mr.
All
President,
decisions.
why is he still talking?
Because I got a mouth.
he still
Why aren't
talking?
you still talking?
Wait a minute.
Okay, no, we gotta. Okay, I don't know if I want to watch this whole 17-minute video. They didn't include the best part. So, if you've seen anything from Councilman Eric Mays, you have probably seen the "No, I'm not playing on my phone. I'm taking care of business."
But you playing on your phone.
No, I'm not playing on my phone. I'm taking care of business. I'm not studying what you're talking about.
I know you ain't stuck.
Okay, then don't attack me. Speak on your business. Don't deal with what I do personally. Yeah, but it ain't to attack me personally, ma'am. I don't know who you.
One of the greatest.
But you playing on your phone.
No, I'm not playing on my phone. I'm taking care of business. I'm not studying what you're talking about.
Do I have the floor?
Point of
You got the
information.
floor.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes,
Do I?
you do.
Point of
You got the
information.
floor.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes,
Do
you
I?
do.
I hadn't seen that one.
Point of
You got the
information.
floor.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes,
Do
you
I?
do.
Britain's toughest pub, Aberdeen.
Let's continue our tour of the toughest pubs in Britain by heading north of the border to Aberdeen.
So does tough? Whoa, no, stop. So does toughest mean like hardest geezer alert type shit? Is it because or just like it's just your typical dive bar, perhaps over here? No frills. You go in for a beer, a shot, maybe some pretzels. If you're lucky, they got a deep fryer with chicken tenders. That's about it. Toughest pub, Aberdeen.
Let's continue our tour of the toughest pubs in Britain by heading north of the border to Aberdeen.
It's easy to think that Aberdeen got a short straw when images were being conjured up in Scotland. Glasgow smiles better. Edinburgh, city of culture. Aberdeen, the granite city. You know, what does that make you think of? Grey rock.
Historically, Aberdeen has been filled with very thirsty dockers and seamen. And a pub they would hit harder than most is this one, Peep Peep's Bar. Standing right by the dockside for nearly 200 years, this pub has seen more than its fair share of grit and grime. And not just because of the punters who drink in it.
There are many more desirable areas to run a pub than down here at the Docklands area. It's very close to a red light district, which we have a tolerance zone, which we're trying to manage the prostitution there. But it's not the kind of area that you would normally walk in an evening.
But if you're brave going down to Peep Peeps, you can be assured a special welcome from the landlord.
Oh, shut the fuck up, idiot. Get the fuck out, bastards. I mean, there was no, I was going to say bullshit about this place.
I haven't had whiskey in a while, and there's whiskey in the other room. This is making me want to get my whiskey on. Although, when I drink whiskey, I like bourbon. That's my whiskey. There's some Jack in there. Jack, it's just, I've only ever had Jack a handful of times, and I didn't really enjoy it. But I'm thinking about being on the hardest geezer alive right now.
I mean, the barman
Hey, what's
here
up,
just
Hubert?
tells you what you think.
Hubert?
Whether you think shit or not, you know. There's no bullshit here. If you're a publican, you're just a publican, aren't you? You're here to serve folk. If you like him.
Chris Cummings has run Peep Peeps for 35 long years. And to preserve it, just as he found it, he's developed a special method of dealing with the pimps and prostitutes that step over the threshold.
No. They try to come in and use the toilet. And I just don't let them in. The boys say to them, piss off. Well, some of them are, sorry, you're not getting
This
served.
isn't giving me
I'm
dopamine
not-
happy feeling. I won't play this whole video, but there's this video that I will link in both chats here. Called The Piss Saga, and it is one of the best things I've seen on YouTube in my entire life. So I encourage you all to watch it. It is rather long, but it is very good. The Piss Saga is one of the best things I've seen on YouTube in a very long time. It came out last year, at least what it says. June 12th, 2025. That is what it says. Hey, you know what? Let me pee. I'll be right back. Maybe we let the videos decant for a while. Oh, there we go. Up. I'm back. So, yeah, this has been fun so far. Hopefully we do more of these. Jerry B saying he wants to do something. But yeah, excited for Charlie XCX and Ariana Grande coming up. As far as excuse me, point of order. Those are our points of order currently. Oh, didn't want to do that. 1 second here. Everybody on the YouTube side, thanks. I know there's only like 2 of you still here, but I appreciate all you guys coming along. Probably broke a few spirits. Somebody's like, oh my God, he's reacting to something. No, we can't really do that. I mean, we did react. I did. You reacted too. Just not as well. See, now he's gone. Take it easy. She, think it comes out today. Or tomorrow, rather. Oh, wait. Was Charlie... I thought it was this week. I thought it came out the same... I thought it was the 20... Because it came out on the 17th then. Nah, shows you what I know, right? Cheers. All right, let's see if Jack... I haven't had Jack on the rocks ever. Nope. Nope, that tastes like something that you just get if you wanted to get whiskey. Top 25 C-SPAN prank calls would be kind of funny. Man brings pizza to teen's house, meets Chris Hansen instead. I kind of want a pizza. Or do I get Chinese instead? God damn it. It is Thursday over here. It is Thursday right now. I don't know. Do we game a little bit? Unless you guys have any other point of orders. See, okay, I got to get a dedicated soundboard. So, one of the things I was looking at doesn't have Linux support. It's only officially supported on Windows, but of course some nerd posted an app on GitHub that fixes that problem for you. So that's why I never had like a dedicated standalone soundboard. No, you always, no, we can't, no, soundboard I got to do it like the top. And then I can kind of wind myself down from after. I can't just throw myself into a song battle. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Well, shouldn't. My soundboard died. It didn't work the best to begin with. I kind of jerry-rigged it to get it working. Secondly, the keyboard that I have now doesn't have a numpad. And you kind of needed that. That's what I used. So any other time, like, I'd be here... like logging into something or like trying to search for something, and then I use the number pad to look for something, we would get the soundboard sound effect to come on. GeoGuesses are a little bit closer. We can all go to bed early and be alone with our own thoughts. I could be reading. I have been reading a lot recently. I finally finished Bret Hart's autobiography. Concussions suck. And so now I'm reading The Postmortal by Drew McGarry. It is a book that I have been wanting to read for forever, but it was always on hold or whatever library I was going to just didn't have it, so I just got the fucking ebook because I'm reading on the jailbroken Kindle now. Blair, I was just thinking that. Yeah, this is actually the perfect time to buy the Steam Deck after they've priced it out. No, I don't know if I showed this. This was like my birthday present to myself last year. Got a Retroid Pocket 5. I beat all of Metroid Prime on this baby. I was thinking about playing... forget, what did I start? Oh, yeah, okay, so I had finally started Metroid 2, but that game's even more confusing than the first game. Sorry, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. But I like this, because, I mean, the case is a little big, whatever it is, but, like... This, like, you can take the grips off, and then it's basically just like a big phone. It's like a Galaxy Note. And, like, this is way better than the cumbersome, not fucking useful at all Steam Decks. I'm sorry. I've always thought Steam Decks really kind of, like, once, the idea is not bad, but once I actually saw them in practice, I'm like, how is that portable? Like, I had to lug around this fucking thing and look like a jackass, have my hands 4 feet apart as I'm playing this thing, and I get maybe an hour's of playtime before the thing just fucking dies, because I'm trying to run high-intensive games, and I can't just wait till I'm back at fucking home. I have to do it at work. Like this? Hey, you know, let me put up some Tetris. You know, let me pull up a little side scroller action. Maybe I'm playing a little bit of Madden from 2006, right? Maybe I'm playing Madden 07 on this thing. You know, and I'm sitting at the airport. I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, I'm right here. It's instead of having it just and stupid. No, the Steam, and then the Steam machine is just another mind-boggling thing that I don't know who it was ever going to buy that thing, especially now that it's, like, expensive as shit. I'd rather get the Steam machine rather than the Steam Deck, I'll be honest with you, but once I saw, like, the tech that's, like, the hardware that's actually in the Steam machine, I was finally like, okay, now it's finally time for me to build a mini PC. Because I've always wanted to build a mini PC. And I think you can get pretty close. But it's got the integrated Steam OS. Just fucking boot Linux on it. It's the same thing. It'd be so easy. And then, okay, so buy the Steam machine or buy a mini PC, right? Those are your two options there. But the people who are in the pro Steam machine camp will say, well, no, since it has all the integrated hardware, you can be on your couch with your controller, hit the middle button, and it turns the machine on. Okay. If I'm gaming, and I'm sitting down, and I'm never gaming like this, but let's say I'm gaming in a 5-hour session, right? You're telling me that between the time that I turn the system on and off, that it is too inconvenient on either end of that 5 hours to get up and turn it on or off. Hear me out. If you're only playing games for 15 minutes a day, it is just barely more understandable that you wouldn't want to get up. But even then, most people's situations, living room setups, don't make it so you have to walk very far away. The worst fucking excuse. The best excuse to get the Steam machine is, I don't want to put the money into consoles, Sony or Xbox, because this latest generation sucks. No games are coming out. There's no good exclusives, really, like, to be fair, that are really making any waves. It's barely a graphical improvement on the last generation. And you know what? I already have an established Steam account. Buy the Steam machine. Get it. That's fine. If you love just buying a whole new unit instead of upgrading your own hardware, because I understand I'm a nerd like that, right? Some people have the faculties to do that. I don't mind. I'm not scared to set up my own computer. Most people who play games aren't going to want to do that. Hence Steam Machine. At that price, but even at that price, you're still able to play so many more games than you would have otherwise. And you get a computer. So. How much dedicated WAM do you need on your PC? Run intensive games poorly, mind you, because only a handful of AAA games even bother to optimize for the Steam Deck. Yeah, so... The only game I'd really like... Because I didn't get a... I should have gotten a better one. I think... Because this is, like, really just an emulator for, I think, the 6th generation down. I can get a couple Wii U games to run on there. You could, in theory, do that. I'm not saying I do. You could, in theory, do that. That's what this thing is capable of. But there's better devices that aren't Steam Decks. What the fuck? Like Odin's, right? I could get Super Mega Baseball up on an Odin. But also, like, I was like, I don't really want to spend $450, $500 on this thing. This thing came in, I think it was just over $200. And I'm like, I will get years of enjoyment out of that thing. And I have so far. Heavily on the could. Allegedly. Of course. About to go to sleep, but had to say, this hair is so much better. Bro is handsome. Thank you so much, AT. At 24. A 24. That's good. I like that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. I was going to get on a little bit earlier today, but I've been having my hair up just to stay out of my face, and so it didn't look very cute, so I had to take a shower. But I was like, I don't want to take a shower just because of that, so then I went on a bike ride. I didn't really get the opportunity to make a news video today, which kind of sucked. And I won't have the opportunity to do it tomorrow. Maybe Saturday. I got some work I got to do Saturday anyway. The comments saying he looks nice. He reads flawlessly. Of course. Got one of those emulator handhelds. Only goes up to PSP, but fuck, I can run Dreamcast N64. I don't know why you'd ever want to... Like, the N64, when I think back to it, like, there's only a handful of games I could even stand playing on that thing. Oh, God, like, everybody needs to calm the fuck down about Super Mario 64. That game is not good, nor is Ocarina of Time. I'm sorry. It is so awkward playing those games. Once the tech like got a little bit better and more games kind of entered the fray, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, all those played a lot better. I can't. The N64 is just one of those that I appreciated it. Like, what's a good game for the Nintendo 64? Pokemon Stadium. You know why? Because you barely have to play the Nintendo 64. You use the same two buttons you used on every other fucking Nintendo game before that. But yeah, I was thinking about watching a play, and then I was playing what's that called? Code Veronica on here. That was a good experience. I was running Resident Evil 4 on that thing. And it runs it really well, actually. Does a really good job at running that. For some reason, did not like the GameCube port for Simpsons Hit and Run. But the PlayStation port works perfectly. No, that's what it was. Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the PS1. I want to start that up soon. Girl, my phone can run... my phone can run those games. Girl, my run can phone those games. Well, yeah, but now I have like a dedicated ergonomic structure, and I don't have to have my game throwing notifications in my face every 6 seconds. Put that bitch on airplane mode and chill. I mean, this thing runs on Android, so I could set it. I could put Signal on there. I can put a whatever. No, none of those are no. No, thank you. Though, okay, so not every baseball video game before. Oh, first of all, wait. Are you saying bad games here? You're about to look me straight in the face, RVD, and tell me Doom 64 was a good game. No. So Ken Griffey Baseball, I'm going to say no. Because there weren't any good baseball games until the PS2 came out, and I will die on that fucking hill. Rare games, fine. Conkers, DK, Banjo-Kazooie, those are all fine. OG Smash, fine. Pokemon Stadium 2, fine. Rogue Squadron, fine. Actually, Rogue Squadron, good. Please don't continue, because those are terrible takes. Okay. Pokemon Stadium 2 offered nothing that you could only get out of the N64. Neither did Rogue Squadron. Maybe Mario Party. Mario Party might be the only one. And Mario Parties are made so everybody can play them. That's so you can give it to Grandma and she gets the game where all you have to do is spam A. Grandma can do that. That's what Mario Party is. So rare games is and then like you'll get like WWF No Mercy. That was a good one. GoldenEye sucks. Mission Impossible was better. No, there's so many stinkers for that system. It's not even funny. Which, again, this is one of those things. I bet it would be completely different looking back on it. It's the same way that, like, what games for the Wii came out that utilized the Wii's features that are worth going back and playing. So much bullshit was made for that system, it's ridiculous. Much more bullshit than the N64. But the N64 had no excuse. I agree for the most part, but I was talking about the Stream Deck. Yes. Yes, it worked this time, Blair. Good job. It's not a gaming console. It's to help you. Yes. So I have looked into Stream Decks before. Haven't gotten them because they weren't supported on Linux. But there is a GitHub layer that you can download, and it treats it just like Windows. Yeah. No, that was fine. I needed to rant about that shit. Melissa was with me. Somebody was with me. You ever played Saberwolf? I have never played Saberwolf. What is that? Oh, the ZX Spectrum. Oh, are you talking about the GBA one? Because I'm seeing GBA here too. Actually, some good shit came out for the GBA. Hey, you just got some side-scrolling action here. Yeah, I was going to try and play Metroid Fusion soon. I don't need to play Metroid Zero. Nope. There's no BS that I said about the Nintendo 64. I'm sorry. Yeah, not tonight, but probably soon. I would like to pick that back up. I kind of liked the world. I was getting lost in there. You're choosing kindness? I choose reality. You can choose whatever you want to. PlayStation 1, so like good PS1 games that aged well. The Crash Bandicoots, most of all those aged just fine. Symphony of the Night, which I've only seen gameplay of, looks like a Super Nintendo game, so that's fine. Like when they came out with like the Super Nintendo Classic, I wanted to get that because I was like, oh, I can play Earthbound, I can play all these phenomenal games for the Super Nintendo, and the Super Nintendo held up pretty well. I mean, it still does, and we're almost 30, 40 years past. Not 40, 30. Yeah, man, that PlayStation, when they came out with the original PlayStation, like the PlayStation Classic. Let's see what games were for that PlayStation Classic. Well, what was the lineup? What was the terrible fucking lineup? All right, just the 3D didn't work. Yeah, that whole generation was kind of bad. Final Fantasy doesn't really matter. Devil Dice. You're like Rainbow Six. Like what? I don't console. I have an Xbox One in the other room with Unravel and GTA 5 on it, and Resident Evil 8. That's it. Discussing consoles. Fuck you, Sony, for trying to monopolize PlayStation game sales by removing physical discs. Yeah, it was an inevitability. I'm thinking it doesn't shock me that they'd be the first ones to announce it because everybody else is going to follow suit. It's just what's happening. You can look at it, try to make it go down a little bit easier. It is less e-waste in a way. That is less resources that are being gobbled up. That's just less plastic you got to touch. On the other hand, it does speak to the much larger and not maybe from an ecological standpoint, but it does speak to the larger issue of if you don't own it, piracy isn't stealing. If you're going to put the terms and conditions in there that if I buy a game and you can take it off my fucking console and or keep it on my console, but then you just shut the server down so I can't play the fucking game. Really wish I had a physical disc. So, yeah, it was inevitable that, but I wish the current state of affairs were better. Hey, if you don't want to print physical discs, honestly, fine. Let me own the fucking digital copy. And that's not the case. That will never happen. That's the issue. If I was allowed to own the digital copy, do whatever the fuck I wanted with it because I bought it, and I was able to play it in perpetuity, don't give me a disc. I actually might even prefer that. Also, the fact that without physical discs, they can charge whatever they want. So then I would say $40. Yeah, you gotta print the paper, you gotta print the plastic, you gotta print the disc, you gotta load it onto the disc, assembly, package, ship it. That's money. Game for $40. Nope, they're still gonna be $80. Without physical discs, they can charge whatever they want on the only place you can buy games, which may be a reason to get a Steam Deck or a Steam machine now. Because I mean, Steam's. Oh no, I can't. I can't play Uncharted. Who the fuck cares? And it's gonna take a couple years for me to get GTA. I might drop a ban just to play GTA 6. I've thought about that. Yeah, it's why it pays to be a patient gamer. I'm a very patient gamer. You can actually play Uncharted 4 and it spit off for Steam, just not the first 3. Oh, see, there you go. Oh, actually, here we're on Steam right now. I'll put this up. What? No. Let's see. Yeah. They got the Steam machine here. Your games on the big screen. So just over a band, they got it for. At least they're using AMD, so you don't get fucked by Nvidia's proprietary bullshit. I run an AMD graphics card now, and I like it much better. There's less shit I have to sign into. Okay. And also the good thing about Linux is that it has native support for AMD hardware, which is fantastic. Yeah, so whoa, I didn't know the controller was that much. So the 2 terabytes with the controller is 1,500 smackaroonies. Which, to be fair, if you're really gaming, you want the 2. You want the 2 gigabyte or the 2 terabyte. Because otherwise you're taking games off and people hate doing that. I don't give a shit. But people don't like that. So you get the 2 terabytes, so you can get all your games, all of your big shittily optimized AAA games, because they just shit that shit out, and then you'll complain about how terrible the game is at launch, but you'll still pre-order the next 6 games. And it's $1,500 with the controller that I believe isn't even out yet. You don't even get the fucking controller yet. And it sucks that we're in an age where this is starting to become this thing that I don't know why it exists is starting to become the most sensible option. What I do like, and maybe they've already announced this, I don't know, like official, but I did hear that Xbox's next generation was going to be, you can buy games from the Xbox Microsoft Store. You can also download Steam and get games from Steam. Xbox sucks. Microsoft is bullshit. If they're running with that, we should be applauding that. We should be applauding a company who has the most money, some of the most monies, with all the developers, and they make no games, actually making a good decision, which would be let people buy games and install games from where they want. Now, you only get the 2 options, but hey, shit, that's better than 1, right? Why is it either half a terabyte or 2 terabytes? Where's the 1 terabyte? So this is something that reminds me of how the camera industry works, whether it's Sony, Canon, I'm a Canon guy, or Nikon. When you're looking at like their release schedule and then you look at like all of the specs on all of the cameras, you see how they get you. Where, let's say I'm looking at a camera that's within my budget, and it has a lot of focus points, but the shutter speed just isn't very that high. Whereas the next tier up, like the better camera for like 3 times as much money, will have a faster shutter speed, but like just a slightly bit less focus points. They do this shit. Canon's really bad at it, but all camera manufacturers are kind of guilty of this, where they release certain cameras at certain segments, of the market, whether it's high-end, professional, prosumer, whatever it might be, and you mix and match the specs. So on CamChan, it's starting to get really old now, but it still holds up. The shutter speed's still good, and the focus points are insane. But it has the same focusing system and ISO sensitivity as like the $10,000 camera that it released when like in that generation. But you get all the best shit everywhere else, where you get a bigger sensor, it's full frame, all this yada 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 yada. So it kind of like they kind of like incentivize you to just splurge out because it's like, well, you're already paying this much for this. And like the shutter speed and the focus points are really cool. And it's got really good light sensitivity. But for only $4,000 more, you can go ahead and get the biggest, the best of this generation. And so when I see only half a terabyte or 2 terabytes, that's like, well, you're already paying $1,000 for this thing. What's 50% of the cost for more than twice the storage and a controller? So for 50% more, you get twice the storage and a controller. Some people might just go, fuck it. And then they buy it. Hey, what's going on, Lisa? We're just talking and bullshitting, and I never stream on YouTube. So now I'm streaming on YouTube. Not worthy. Well, and again, it's like I'm somebody who just doesn't game all like that. I like to game, but not all like that. You know what I mean? The only Microsoft-owned studio game I would approve of them is gutting Bethesda, because how are you 11 and 15 years since the release of your 2 top franchises, most recent games without a new one? Stop making 700 remasters of Skyrim, random Fallout 76 updates. Try making a new fucking game, Todd. So I would agree, but it's and I mean this in earnest. It is insane that Rockstar is releasing a new GTA game. But Jerry B's, they haven't come out with a new game, a new GTA game in 13 years. Yeah. And it's still insane. The fact that game is still always in the top 10 of games watched on Twitch, that game is still a huge cash cow. That game probably makes more money than the bottom 90% of games that are out today, like new AAA games. It is still making more money. They did not have any incentive at all to make another one. And everybody's going to hate it. Nobody's going to like this game. Nobody's going to like this game. You will have it's the bell curve. You'll have the people on either end of the bell curve going, yeah, no, this game's fine. This game is cool. I don't think it will blow us away. And GTA 5 is just so much more mature in its ecosystem too. They just better not shut down GTA 5 for more than a few years to let everybody catch up. And I feel the same way about Skyrim. It is a little bit different, just with Skyrim being not GTA. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't know why they'd announce that they're working on another one if it's been however many years since we saw that teaser for Elder Scrolls 6, but yeah, exactly. Same thing with Fortnite. Do you already have any of the consoles? I only have an Xbox One, and that was a gift somebody gave me because they had gotten the Series X, and they were well off. They had a lot of money, and actually it was during Hanukkah, and they were like, "Do you just want this?" And I was like, "Well, I did want to play the new baseball game because baseball games never came out on Xbox." And I was like, I could get that. He goes, "Have it." I was like, "Seriously?" He's like, "Yeah." So I still have it. I think it'll be a good number of years before we get GTA 6 online. So my guess is that they'll keep GTA Online a lot. It's one of the best pieces of media that's ever come out. It just is. And so good on Rockstar for having the bravery to, put a successor in line. But yeah, it'll probably be a few years because I don't know if I can stomach buying a new console just to play that game. Because that's what it would be. I would only play that game. We'll see. Now, if Xbox does release their new generation and I can buy things off of Steam, I will get that. Because that I can kind of sit behind. And then I probably won't need to buy another console for 15 years. Judging from how I play games. I still haven't even played Cyberpunk, okay? The writing was on the wall with that one. People are like, oh my god, why does it suck? Why does it suck day one? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a mood. I like how Valve put the banana in for scale here. Actually, and I've heard that it's a very quiet machine. Yeah. There's an LED strip, y'all. Keep tabs on system status, like download progress, even when your screen is off. Customize it with different colors and animations, or turn it off. That's a selling point. You can turn this shit off. What? Run Steam OS. That's Linux, baby. And it's a PC. You know what? If my computer shat out, I have been reading that the Steam Machine is a very serviceable workstation for video editing, 3D model, like what this guy's doing. I heard it's actually a pretty good PC. Now, would I take Steam OS off and just put like Linux Mint on there? Probably. At that point, just buy a gaming PC. Well, here's the thing with RAM price. I am so glad I bought RAM when I did. I'm running 32 gigs. And I bought used RAM when I built my computer, and my computer just kept fucking crashing all the time. So I bought new RAM. That was before it started going up. So hopefully I don't have to buy anything else. I bought a new graphics card last year, or 2 years ago at this point. I should be good. My cooling works. Put new thermal paste on my processor. Might need a new processor at some point. Have you ever considered Xbox Ally X? Oh, no. So that's the handheld, right? When I was in the handheld, when I was in the market for a handheld, so I have the Retroid Pocket 5 as an emulator, because I was like, I don't really need to play current games all like that, but you bring up a good point. How much is one of the... Fuck it, I'll just put it on this screen. Hold on. Do I have another browser window? I do. Yeah, so like it was... I think I had seen this in the Odin, but yeah, fuck, they're even more expensive than they were. I bet you can get a good deal used. Yeah, so let's check out this thing. The ROG Xbox Ally. Handheld freedom for everyone. So I can put Steam on this thing? But like... Actually, so how much is a Steam Deck? Because I know they went up. Steam Deck. Oh. Yeah. That's too much money. This is still too much, but this is like... Okay, so you can get 24 gigs of RAM and a terabyte for $1,000. And how much RAM does this thing have? Because 24 gigs of RAM is quite a bit. But you can also get enough done with 16 gigs. For the OLED version. Yeah. Wait, so the Steam Deck. Let me go over here. Can I not even... Do I have to buy the OLED version? Is that what they're telling me? Steam Deck LCD. Now, does that bring it up over here? No, it doesn't even want me to buy the LCD. Did they discontinue? Did they not make it anymore? Oh, 16 gigs of RAM and video. That's interesting, man. That's fucking interesting. I guess you'd kind of have to integrate everything. I figured it'd be integrated graphics with the processor. Shows you what I know. Yeah, this makes a little bit more sense. But you get this, so it retails for $600. Buy it used for $450, $470, maybe. That's probably exactly what it is. Yeah, this makes a little bit more sense, especially if you can get Steam on it. Now, you are running Microsoft, so all the nerds are going to be like, but that's more resource. That's more resource heavy. It's micro bloat. It's micro slop. I can deal with it. I have to use micro slop to edit my videos anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Dude, good for you. Hell yeah. Steam Deck is dated now. As long as they keep peddling AI bullshit, RAM prices are going to... Yeah, well, they're gonna. Hopefully by the time I need more than 16 RAM, the bubble has popped and crashed and burned. I don't know what it was like living in the .com era, but I just don't see an end to any of this in sight. They're gonna find... I don't know. I'm not very optimistic about it. So let's check out the Odin. My buddy has the Odin. Odin 2. Let's check that out. Oh, that's no. Can I only buy it on Amazon? Oh, it's unavailable. Sweet. Oh, okay. Boom. Website. Got it. Odin 3. Check that out. Get the Odin 3 for $350. But I think it is more of an emulator guy. Although, depending on what it's got inside, you could probably put SteamOS on there. You could probably do it. So half a terabyte and 16 gigs for $500. Hey, just to let you guys know, there's like $300 worth of copper and gold inside of flock cameras. Let's just borrow the RAM inside those delivery robots. Show the AI who's boss. See, but I wonder if I could put Linux on my little guy, though. I don't really need to. I mean, this thing works, like, just fine for what I need. Yeah, I go in and yeah, got all my fucking things there. Like, check that out. You know what I mean? I got Xbox. Let me charge this thing up though. I don't run Android. I walk it across the street. Like a good Christian. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been hanging out for quite a while. But I think it is my time to retire. Wish they sold it here in Brazil. I mean, I bought mine from the manufacturer. I don't know if they'll deliver to you. But I bought mine from Retroid. And the Retroid 6 is like even better. Although they said that there's no drifting, and I already got drift. They like, oh, it's Hall effects. They don't drift. It's either that or I'm not calibrating. The thing's too sensitive for how I calibrate it, but it does seem like it drifts a little bit. It does feel nice in the hand, though. No, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your hospitality. Welcoming me into your homes and hearts this evening. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. Round of applause for everybody who showed up on YouTube today. Jesus. I hope to be streaming a little bit more. Just know that if you are into my music reactions, you cannot see those on YouTube because YouTube will shoot me dead if I do that. So, yeah, just pay attention for when we're on Twitch but any other time we can just pop by on here. Who knows? Maybe I'll start doing news content for you guys. Who knows? Snaps and claps for the YouTube gang. Yes, absolutely. Saw you were live on YouTube. Literal jump scare. Yeah, we were just hanging out. Hall effect still drifts. Don't let them fool you. I hate to say it, but I think they fooled me. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be posting next week's reactions. Thanks for hanging out with me. No, we couldn't really get any reactions done this week, but it was a fun little night. Fun little night indeed. Alonzo, we're just about to peace out. Come through next time. No, thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. All right. Until next time, I've been Jerry Bees. You've been awesome. Take it easy. Fun little night indeed. Alonzo, we're just about to peace out. Come through next time. No, thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. All right. Until next time, I've been Jerry Bees. You've been awesome. Take it easy. Fun little night indeed. Alonzo, we're just about to peace out. Come through next time. No, thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you.